Hi everyone, welcome back to the Dish on Aging. Today is episode 20, and today's topic is what is an elder law firm anyway? What is an elder law attorney? This question comes to us today from a question that a viewer submitted. So I'm really excited to be talking about this. Today is Mother's Day. It's May 9th, 2021. Happy Mother's Day to everyone. Okay, so the question about elder law attorney came up because I was talking a few weeks ago about how to start a conversation with family members about how to receive your care at home if that's what you want to do, to anticipate what will the care plan look like, and most important, what is the family financial situation so that you can think about how will the care at home be paid for. Also, part of that conversation was also involving family to find out if family members are thinking about themselves as being in a care role, or are they saying, the next 10 years I'm committed to whatever, raising the children, getting them off to college, so I'm not available to be helping. After that, I may be able to. So those are the kinds of conversations that can be important for families to have. And I found that when I was talking about that, I was automatically referring people to find an elder law attorney if you need help with um, making your way through finding care, how to understand how to pay for the care. If you had any questions about that, you could go and talk to an elder law attorney. And that's when I received the feedback the next day, what's an elder law attorney anyway? So what I want to do is go to my friend advocate. Gamma S is her name. That's GAMMESS. And for those who are new to the video, Gamma is an elder advocate. She follows very closely everything that I talk about in each one of these videos, and she likes to share her own personal experience with the topic. Now I'm in the process, this is going to be a fun summer project for me, I'm actually creating an animation of Gamma S, and so hopefully by September she will be sitting next to me and as an animated character. In the meantime, she calls in through the telephone her thoughts, and she has done a hand painted drawing to supplement, to provide a visual to what Gamma would like to share with us. Okay, so let's go to Gamma now. I know she's on the phone and ready to talk about this topic.
Hi everyone, Gamma S here. I'm so glad that we're talking about elder law attorneys and what they do. I found myself last year walking my dog with a friend of mine. I do that a lot. I'll walk my dog with a lot of different friends, and we talk about all kinds of things. And I had a friend of mine who was really upset because she was trying to provide care to her mother, who was having trouble with memory. My friend would be at work, and she had arranged for some nursing care to go to the home to help her mother with bathing, with remembering to take her medications that afternoon. And her mother would forget that she needed care, and she wouldn't let the nurses into the house. And then one day my friend came home and her mother had fallen, and my friend was quite upset, as was her mother. Her mother had not let the help into the home that day. And so my friend had to get her mother to the hospital to make sure that her mother was not injured. And her mother was not injured, but my friend just didn't know what to do next. So I told her what you have to do. I said, you have to contact an elder law attorney so that they can help you understand. It's actually the law about how do you get care to somebody who may be refusing care, or they don't have the ability to remember they have care. And how do you even think about that, and what services are available? And it was at that point that I told my friend, you need an elder law attorney, and then I gave her the name of the group that I work with. So, and she was so happy. It ended up working out really well. She was able to get the care that she needed for her mother. Okay, thank you very much, everyone. Have a great Mother's Day, and I'll see you next week.
Thank you so much, Gamma. I'm so glad that you were able to be helpful to, to your friend as she was trying, not even sure where to get help or what kind of help to get for her mother. So what I'm going to do today, there's a local law group elder law group that I work with. This is not an advertisement. I'm not getting paid or anything like this. The name of the law firm is Rothkopf Law, and you can find their webpage at ROTHKOFF Law, one word, rothkopflaw.com. I'm going to be putting up a screenshot of the first page of their website so that they talk about what is an elder law attorney, what services they provide. They do all of that on their webpage. So let me pull up the screenshot here. Okay, here we are. A Rothkopf Law Group, Elder Law. Okay, so the first thing we can do is go to About. What do they do? What does this particular law group do, and what do elder law groups in general do? Just to let you know, this law firm is absolutely outstanding, and they're going to be the gold standard if you're looking for an elder law group. This group practices in Pennsylvania and New Jersey and the Philadelphia area. You're going to have a hard time if you're outside of this area in finding a law practice that is this good. They specialize in this work. They talk about on their webpage, they actually have a Rothkopf team. It's not just attorneys. It's not just elder and disability law attorneys, but they also have the non-legal employees like a former community relations person, director from an assisted living program. They have 6 geriatric care coordinators. Geriatric care coordinators, I think, are one of the most important aspects of the team. These are usually trained workers or nurses who are able to go out and assess what are the actual care needs of the individual and of the family. This law firm also has additional employees who specialize in how to fill out a Medicaid application, how to understand Medicare, Medicare HMO, and other elder related healthcare systems. They also have somebody who specializes in veteran benefits. Anyone who has ever tried to apply for veteran benefits knows how complicated that system can be. One of the other things, I'm going to go all the way over to events, that Rothkopf does is they actually I'm going to go to calendar of events. They actually have free online um, presentations. For example, on May 27th from 2 hours from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. This is actually a paid one. I don't know how much it costs, but crisis planning, my spouse needs care, what's next? This is a virtual continuing education, 2 credit hours for social workers, nursing home administrators, assisted living administrators, case managers, RNs, and human resource professionals. The free presentations that they have one is going to be May 25th from 6 p.m. till 7 p.m. and it's called Have the Right Tools to Empower Yourself. The keynote speaker is the founder of this law firm, Gerald Rothkopf, and he's going to be talking about how to, quote, walk the fine line between the legal rights of someone with dementia. And so the classic would be the example that Gamma S used when somebody needs care, their dementia is interfering with their care. At what point can you step in and maybe force them into care or force them to accept care? Force is too strong of a word, but how do you finesse that to get them the care they need when they may be refusing the care, or maybe they're refusing to pay for the care? So this looks like a dynamite free presentation. Keep in mind that when you're looking for an elder law attorney, somebody might be advertising themselves as elder law attorney, and what they're doing, the only thing that they're doing is providing um, kind of information. They're setting up wills and they're helping with estate planning and setting up power of attorney type of elder law. That's all part of an important part of elder law, but specific elder law attorneys that hire and have working in their offices geriatric care managers and also um, experts in how to access and to understand resources in the community. I think that is a critical aspect of going to an elder law attorney. The only downside to going to an elder law attorney is the expense. I was talking with a family once about this. They found out how expensive it was. They came back to me and said, don't ever send anyone to an elder law group again. And then what the family did is they had somebody in their family was in college thinking about becoming a social worker, and they called that person up, and the person had enough training already, the family member, to help. It was a very not complicated situation, help the grandparent get the care they need. So reality is not everyone needs an elder law attorney, but many people do. I think one of the most important services is the life care planning. And if you want to learn more about this, then you can go to the Rothkopf group. And what this is about is how to set up a plan for the care that is needed. Not just, I'm going to read directly from their webpage. A life care plan is a way to make sure that the future care needs of your loved one are comprehensively addressed in advance. That way you get the peace of mind of never again having to worry about their care, unquote. That's the definition of a life care plan. And they're also going to have other services that are provided with that. And okay, so that's what elder law attorneys do. The practice areas that they talk about: asset preservation, estate management, health insurance advocacy, life care planning, long-term care advocacy, Medicaid planning, special needs trust, guardianship, VA benefits planning. That's right off of the Rothkopf webpage. Um, okay, so just absolutely outstanding. I find that when I work with families, the number one contributing factor to anxiety and depression are they need care planning services, and it's not available in the community in a comprehensive way. Also, like for example, if you are going to be your own care manager for your parents or grandparents, you're going to spend a lot of time on the internet trying to figure out what's what. And it's not as easy to do as you would think. Now, if you work as a social worker in a local nursing home, you're already going to know the ins and outs, and you're going to be able to step in and do that. You may or may not need an elder law attorney. I find the families that come back to me and say that they've benefited the most for an elder law attorney, if somebody is working full time and they're going to have to take 3 to 4 months of unpaid family leave to get on an airplane, drive across the country to set everything up for a parent, they find that, my gosh, the elder law attorney fee, is actually significantly lower than what would be their own lost income. So in a situation like that, it makes a lot more sense to go to an elder law attorney. Also, there can be complex situations where there might be five people living in a house, three are disabled, they're care dependent, and one of them is who has the house in their name is going to have to go to a nursing home, and everybody's afraid, my gosh, then the nursing home will have to get the house will have to get signed over to the nursing home to pay that bill, and four people will be homeless. Take a deep breath and relax. I mean, this is the idea of going for a care planning with an elder law firm. This is super, super complex, but there are ways to in it to protect the home so that others living there, particularly the spouse, can continue to live there, and also how to bring in more care as that is needed. It's also on the Rothkopf webpage. They talk about that it's so much more complicated coming up with a care plan for a married couple than it is for one person, particularly when the couple has different needs, different care needs, or if one is the caregiver for the other. That can be, you need to support both caregivers and also care recipients. So that is a summary of what an elder law attorney is, and I hope that this is helpful for people to know. You can go to the Rothkopf webpage to get more information, to attend some of their free presentations. I only mentioned, I think, two presentations. There's got to be 20 or 30 there. I think they're still doing most of their presentations because of the pandemic. I think they're doing most of those by video, but they do them in person. Okay, thanks a lot. Have a great day, everyone, and I look forward to talking with you all next week about codependency. And I was talking with a woman. She was wondering if she raised a family of monsters because now she was getting, it was kind of funny. We were kind of talking about tongue in cheek. Um, because now that she's wondering if she had been too codependent, if she had taken care of her children for too many decades, as the children are now into their 30s and 40s, and she needs care, and the adult children are like getting mad at her because she can't help them with everything she's always helped them with. And she's wondering, did she create a family of monsters? And the answer is no, absolutely, you did not. And it's also one of the reasons why I'm giving these educational presentations, because the world just doesn't have a realistic or accurate understanding of aging. This particular woman, I think she's really great shape, as many people are now in their 60s, 70s, and 80s. And knew she was slowing down. And her children, I said, your kids probably view you as like that you're 50 years old still, and they don't understand that they can't, there's five of them and there's 10 grandkids, and they can't just be, for example, dropping the grandkids off like they were 15 years ago, as much as you love those grandkids. Just how do you start saying, I just don't have the energy to do that anymore? So we're going to talk about that, how to deal with the kind of codependency, and now how do you step back from doing that? Okay, have a great week, everyone. I'll see you next week. Bye bye.